We have with us Ifat Jeevan and her two daughters. We'll keep talking about how you can make an actual difference to people's lives. But this is what Ifat has done. Just take a look at her story.
I'm a proud mother of two girls who are more my friends now than I would say daughters. First and the second were totally different feelings because India was planned, and with Zai it was a totally different experience. It was not, we really had not planned the second adoption, so it was amazing. But what followed was a little difficult because she was 11 months at that time, and she was suffering from separation anxiety from her foster mother. So I spent almost 3 weeks just walking up and down all day and night trying to put her to bed, and because she wouldn't eat and stuff. So it was a different kind of mixed emotions that I was going through.
It wasn't that Ifat Mirza could not have children. Adopting two girls was a conscious choice she has made, a choice she hasn't ever regretted, not even when her marriage fell apart, leading to a divorce. Now she's a single mother with Zai's and Inzia's custody. Zai, the aspiring tennis player, and Inzia, who dreams of becoming an artist.
There are a lot of pressures to be at work and at home, and with the girls growing, they want me to spend a lot more time with them, and ideally I would have liked to do that, but it's tough.
Ifat's message to people who can't or don't have children.
Well, I would say just go out and do it, because honestly there is no difference, and I don't understand why people spend so much money doing IVF treatments and surrogacy and things like that when it's so easy, and it's become a lot easier now to go and adopt kids.
She actually makes, instead of making her dreams mine, she makes my dreams hers. Because of her I'm over here, and if it wouldn't have been her, I don't think, I would have had my art, my pottery.
I think my role model is my mom. I want to be a nice person like her when I grow up, and I want to help people. Something which will make my mom proud one day.
Wow, that is such a beautiful story. That is such an inspiring story. I have to say, I have a very strong mother, and she's someone I'm truly, truly inspired by, and I also want to grow up and be like her, because she's an overachiever and it's very difficult. But it's so wonderful to see this, Ifat ma'am. It's so great, and I think girls make the best friends, don't you?
Of course, they're my best friends. They're the reason I exist today, in fact.
Yeah, they are, and they're lovely little girls. So what do you want to do, Zai?
I want to be a tennis player.
Really? Can you play tennis?
Yeah.
The racket is only bigger than you, but... And how? Can you play? Do you play?
Yeah.
And you have a strong arm? Really? Wow. And you, Inzia?
I want to become a really famous artist when I grow up and just paint.
So really famous is a prerequisite?
Not like MF has said.
I want to be a really famous artist. I like that. Very good.
But you know something? A lot of artists don't become famous in their own lifetimes. That's a big problem.
Yeah, but I actually
Sometimes
want
you
to
have to
paint.
cut off your ears and do things like
I
that.
like Van Gogh.
Imagine if you cut off your ears. No. You won't have to do any
Okay,
such
don't
thing.
do any such thing.
You just make beautiful paintings. It'll
That's
be
it.
great.
Becoming famous is okay maybe, but my main thing is to paint.
If I have to ask you, this though is something which, again, we are talking about paradoxes all day long. This is something which I am also hearing a lot more people really wanting to do. Adopt girl children. It's such a lovely thing to do. Look at the companionship, the love, the joy that you get.
No, like I said earlier, Vikram, honestly there is no difference. I just wish more people would understand that, and come forward and
There's
actually...
no difference between having a biological child and an adopted
Absolutely.
child.
There's no difference at all. I don't see any difference between my kids, my girls, and my friends' kids. They're absolutely the same. You can see them. They're wonderful girls, and both of them are doing extremely well in what they like, and they're growing beautifully. I don't think I could have asked for anything better than this.
And I have to say, they're both very mature to understand this. How was that for you? Because they came to you at a very young age, right?
Yeah, India was 3 months old when we got her home, and like I said, there was a lot of preparation that went into India's adoption. We were anticipating her. In fact, we had even thought of names for her even before she came. So, right from day one, I knew that I wanted to adopt a baby, and I didn't want to have my own kids. So we had already thought of a name and things like that. But with Zai, it was totally different. I just happened to call the agency, on a follow-up for India. And we got to know that, there's this child and she's 10 months old, and waiting to be taken home. And they were looking for somebody particularly who would be able to deal with her because she had certain issues. When I heard this, I just decided that night that I'm going to bring her home. And within 2 weeks, I was home with us.
Wow.
So, and I must tell you that I strongly believe that she was destined just to come to me.
I think so. You're her best friend now and you've changed her life. Yeah. But to me, how is it talking to them growing up about adoption? Because a lot of families, I feel, I have a lot of friends who have adopted and that's a really crucial part of how the kids grow up, the security that they feel. So how was that for you?
Honestly, if you yourself are open about it, I'm sure the kids will not have any issues. Like we've always been very, very open about it at home. And I've spoken to them about their adoption right from the time they were 3.5 years old. In fact, India was a part of the whole process of bringing Zai home. She was very excited that, we were going to have a baby sister soon. And with Zai also, by the time she was 3.5, we were talking about adoption. In fact, we talk about it openly at home. It's not something that we try to push away or just brush it away. We deal with it. And I keep taking them back to the agency from where we've adopted them. They interact with the social workers. So it's not something that we're ashamed of. It's not something that we're unhappy. We're proud.
And exactly, it is not something to be ashamed of. It's something to be proud of. You are bringing in so many children across the world who need that kind of love, who need that kind of support. And here we have a family which is a huge, huge example of that. Big applause to you.
Okay, so I'm going to get you girls to ask, let's talk about your mom. Tell us all the dark, dreadful secrets you always wanted to share on national television about your mother.
Her. Don't say now there is no bad thing about my mom.
Okay, any secrets you want to share about her? Anything you want to say?
If it's true, then it's okay. Sigh, so sweet she is. Okay, so then what is true about your mom? Okay, tell me.
She's not mean.
She's cool.
Yeah.
So what is special about your mom?
She never stops fighting for me.
How does she fight for you?
Like
if I want to take you home right now, she won't let me.
No.
If I say no, I'm taking Zai home, she'll say no, you can't take her. How does she fight for you?
Apparently, I'm not getting my membership, so she's gone to High Court again and getting my membership done for me.
So tell us about this, Inzima.
Actually, we've been having issues. She's an avid tennis player and she coaches with her coaches at Kharjim Khana. And I don't know whether I'm supposed to be talking about this on national television.
Okay, so if you shouldn't, then you
No,
don't.
but the thing is that they've been having issues with her membership because of her adoption. So we've kind of had to, it's been a 3-year wait and it's still not come through. So we've been trying to convince them and now we're refiling a petition under the Juvenile Justice Act so that I can get better status.
But that's horrible.
And that's really sad
It
that
is
you should
sad
be facing these unnecessary problems.
No, it's really sad, but the thing is people don't understand and they think that, they don't look at it the way it's supposed to be seen. We have all our papers in place and stuff, but they still feel that it's not...
Okay. If a commitment from our side, anything that we can do to help, and you need any help from anybody else, a lot of people will be watching this.
Yeah.
And really, I think it's sad that there should be any additional problems.
It's sad because I don't think she's in a very happy place because of this whole thing. She's anxious about it because her game is very important to her and, it causes a lot of anxiety for her. And I don't want my kids to be unhappy about anything. The reason they're home with me is because I want them to be happy. I want them to grow up to be,
Of course,
happy.
and now that NTV has made this commitment, I'm only going to allow them to make this commitment if you invite us to come and watch your game.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Oh my God.
Will we be allowed?
And why don't you stay on with us the rest of this day because Sania Mirza is going to be joining us at some point.
You'd like to meet her, wouldn't you?
If she's one of your role models, you can get a chance to at least watch her. How about you? Something you want to say to your mom about your mom?
Many times I've been wanting to go to places with my mom, like things it's not okay, but then still I think that it's really good that she made the decision for me because like at the end of the day she always makes the right decisions. Yeah.
Wow. I have to say that I'm extremely, extremely touched by this wonderful story about, we always keep talking about all the atrocities against women and the girl child, and that is what we are here to bring attention to. But the campaign's called Our Girls, Our Pride, and I can very much see that in your eyes. Your girls are your pride.
They are my pride.
They are.
And
Well,
you
we have
should
good
be
news.
proud of them because they are wonderful, wonderful girls.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming and joining and sharing that particular story with you. And remember, any help you need, let us know. We will do whatever we can to help.